GrimRoach Nation, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just I'm outside. I'm gonna work on some art. Or no, I'm gonna show y'all some art because I actually have my first art booth I'm ever doing in my whole life that I've ever done. And I just finished getting all my paintings together and I wanted to show y'all. I also end up making another stop motion painting and I show y'all my process through that later on in the video. Timestamps down below if you want to skip to anything. This one's crazy, okay? This one I just framed. If you don't know, I make paper stop motion. So I take all the pieces and I make them into paintings when I'm done with the pieces. So let's just get right into it. I guess this is an art tour. This is a pretty big one. This is a painting. This is acrylic painting in the back. And then Roach, my character, if you don't know, he's my main character in my stop motion. He's cut out in a pen drawing, glued on top of this acrylic painting. I used to really not like this one. I've grown to really love it. I think I was trying to film a YouTube video while I was doing it. I don't even remember. Did I do that? Did I post that? I don't remember. So we got the moon. I really like the little shiny little shimmer that comes off of him. Really cool. I need to get it scanned. I think I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna go get all my stuff scanned in case I sell them. If I sell them, I won't have them anymore, and I want to make sure I have everything. This long one that I had just shown y'all is actually from my most recent stop motion that I'm making right now. I'm almost done with it. I just need to finish the song for it because I make music to my stop motion, if you didn't know. Boom, painting of it. I don't know, I like to call them my stop motion paintings. I don't really, like, what else do I call them? Like, they're paintings, but they're not really. But yeah, each building is a separate piece. My grandma had this frame already, and she was just like, fill something in, and I was like, my city, that would be perfect for my city. So I got all my pieces, started putting them together. My sister helped me with the stars, and we put little eyeballs in some of the stars. Yeah, I told her to just make a bunch while I was setting this up. I was putting all the buildings, trying to figure out where I wanted them. I had like these two really long streaks of building, and I made one, I don't know if you can see, one go up in the back, so that it looks like they're really far away. I really like that. And what we've been doing, which you'll see in my other painting that I framed with my grandma, is making it go over the mat. So if you know anything about framing, the mat is a little bit more elevated than the picture itself. It's supposed to separate. This is the mat, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. This was made in the first place to keep the glass off of your artwork. And eventually it turned into like its own kind of art form. My grandma, she actually has so many cool, I'll show you in my other ones, you can do so much with the mat. This one I just chose white, just kind of because there's a lot going on. So I wanted it to kind of just pop against the white, and the frame is black. And the frame has like these ridges, if you can see. But yeah, this is the longest painting I've ever done. But what was I saying? Oh, the mat. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the mat. You can do like double mat. You can do different colors that match the painting. I really thought it was cool to go off of the mat in some places. And it just is like makes it pop, but everything else is behind the mat. So I just thought that was really sick. This one is one of my favorite ones I've ever done. I scanned it. The thing is, I had to go to this new place to scan it. Their scanner was the kind where you roll it in. So it has to be flat. And I did this on like this thick board, so I couldn't slide it in. And this was like the only place that had like a big enough scanner, but it had to be paper. So like, I can go there for all my paintings that are on paper, but I don't know where I'm gonna go for my big paintings. What I had them do was just use their smaller scanner, scan it in pieces and edit them together, but the final result didn't really come out great. You can kind of see where they edited it together. So I'm gonna either see if I can find a better scanning place or use my camera to just take pictures of my art myself. I don't know why I don't do that. And they also scanned this one. My grandma also framed this one, and this is also a frame that she made back in the day. I think she made it. I'm not sure, but this color frame is so cool. Almost like a wine red, like a burgundy. It's a burgundy. This is a painting I did. This is actually this is not made from stop motion pieces, but it's my city, the city of Limbs. I painted this like a few months ago. I just wanted a white mat just to keep it simple. You see, this is my favorite part. Be someone. right here, this graffiti that says be someone, because if you know, you know. Houston. Boom. I really like how the moon looks in this. He's so skinty and cute. I don't know. He's so cute. And I like how he's like in the street. I'm glad that I framed it. I actually hid the painting away and had no idea. I totally forgot I even did it until I was looking for all my art. And I was like, oh shit, like, that's a pretty good painting. I guess I should frame that or something. But yeah, my grandma does everything. Like, she cuts out the mat, measures it all out, cuts it out, cuts this papery stuff, glues it so seamlessly on the back, puts these little things for when they hit the wall, you know, these little fuzzy little balls, screws in these little things, ropes this thing, ties down the little, like, you really would think framing is really not that big of a deal, but like she does it all, and it's just so interesting to see the process. And I'm having her teach me because I want to be able to know how to frame myself, because it is really expensive. Like a job like this, $100-something for them to just put it matted in there itself. It's crazy, and frames are expensive these days, so I'm glad that she just has a bunch. She keeps giving me a bunch, which I'm so thankful for. There's so many I'm able to use right now. This is one of my art prints that's on my website. This is the original of it, and this is what I'm talking about when you can go crazy with the mat. So I had her just pick out like a blue and red one that she had. We double layered it and made him pop out of the white. There's also, I think there's 3 mats. Yeah, there's 3 mats. And I had made a couple more vines to kind of just go off the edge. I've showed y'all this one before, but if you haven't seen, it's just awesome. And I love the white that also lines the blue. Very, American. I don't know. I didn't realize the red, white, and blue. One of my favorite ones. Because this is one of my favorite prints that I have, that I've made. So just the original of it is just, oh my God. I don't want to sell her. She's beautiful. Let's go into this big tote bin that I just had bought at the Container Store. I love the Container Store so much. Is that like a common store? Have y'all been to the Container Store? It's amazing. They just have any kind of container for any kind of object that you would ever need. But they kind of hoed me because like, this is the biggest, I mean, this can't even fit my big pieces really. Like all that stuff that I just showed you does not fit in it, obviously. And they had bigger bins, but they were like way too big. There was like nothing in between. It was frustrating me so much. I might go back and return this and see if I can find one that's bigger, but like, I don't know. They either had like one that was like this deep and this wide. And I'm like, okay, can I get something in between? So I might go back. I can bring y'all with me. If y'all have never been to the Container Store, it's so lit. I could be in there forever. So here's actually that print. This is a print. Here's a bunch of pen drawings. So these are how I started my world. Just doing these pen drawings of my characters, GrimRoach. And you can scroll all the way down to my TikTok or my Instagram. Like, this is what I was posting, me doing these, and with no followers. Like I had like 3 followers, and I was just like posting this random bullshit, and like, I don't know, I just didn't really appreciate it. Now looking back, I appreciate it so much. Like Grim looks crazy, and it's so cool to see my ideas kind of start in here. So all these bugs, you see these worms coming out. I did this maybe like half a year ago or a year ago even, and now I'm actually doing this in my claymation. You see here, I did claymation for my video I'm making right now with a bunch of bugs coming out of them, and it's just so cool to see my concepts like that I've been doing for so long and see what I do with them, you know? These pin drawings are really my favorite. They really are my favorite to do, and they're my favorite how they look too. Kind of just like, I don't know, I just love this simple kind of art that I do, and I definitely want to make more of these. This is him in the bar. There's a bar in the city, and there's like a stage where one of my characters in the future, I want her to be singing on that stage, and he's gonna hear her and shit. But yeah, this is the bar he goes to. There's like a bunch of paintings on the wall, and he just chills there. In my next episode, it's gonna be set in that, it's gonna start in the bar. He's gonna be drinking in the bar and shit. There's Grim. He looks so cool in this. Roach looks really cute. A lighthouse in the back I plan to bring into the story more. Here is the original of one of my other prints. This is from my first episode of my stop motion. If you haven't seen, this is like the first scene, I think, or no, it's not. Roach walking down the city of limbs. This is probably him walking back home from the bar. And look, I made his little butt come off the mat. This isn't even matted. It's really just put onto a piece of white paper. Here's the moon, another original of one of my prints that you can get from my website if you're interested. And the bird, these birds are gonna be really important for my story that I'm bringing in soon. Just forget how much art I have. Like, I was like, I don't know why I was pushing off doing an art booth for so long. I was like, I think for like months, I was like, I can't do it. I don't have enough art. Girl, what are you talking about? I think I was just like, you know, like waiting for the perfect moment. Never wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. Because you know why? You're never going to be ready for anything until you do it. And then you're ready after. Because that's what happens. You learn. Anyways. Here's Grim. This is another shot from my stop motion. I love this one too. I want to make a print of it. I need to scan all these, bruh. The art booth is on Friday. Today is Wednesday. This is another painting. I did this on my YouTube, actually. There's like a video on each of these paintings almost. Not each of them. Don't go back. Never mind. We can make new ones of these and I'll paint them with y'all and y'all can watch them together. Don't look at my old stuff. There's the trees in my story. The sea of trees is what I like to call them. There's the flowers again. There's a city in my world, right? The city you keep seeing, the city of limbs. And then there's like a more of a countryside, and that's where Roach lives. He lives in like very isolated area, kind of near the mountains, but in this like, you know, but it's like city of limbs, Roach, countryside. And in between the city and Roach's house is the sea of trees, these trees with all these faces. He walks through there sometimes, you know. I'm planning on bringing everything, all of that, all my whole world into my stop motion, into my comics that I want to make eventually. Just, you know, building this whole world. I have been for years, and I'm finally Ooh, this one's so sick. This I did a YouTube video on this one too. This one is, damn, this one's really one of my favorites. This is Roach in his house and Grim reaching through the window, giving him a flower. And he's like, grrr. I had spilt some ink at the bottom actually, and then I ended up putting more because I was like, that's kind of cool. I think this is the first time I gave Grim like striped arm sleeves, which I ended up keeping. I really like that. It reminds me of like Beetlejuice. This is the original of my first art print. Damn, the frame's fucked. My grandma puts black marker over it and you kind of really can't tell. I need to do that. This is actually one of my first art prints I ever dropped. This is the original of it. And I actually just sold out of my first art print on my website. It was like this and a sticker. I just sold out. Thank you so much. All of my art prints are limited edition, so that this one's not coming back. This is actually basically the last one on Earth. 50 something of these, they all got bought, and now those 50 something people all have limited edition art, which is just so cool to me. And I packed them all myself and everything. My girlfriend wanted me, these are like random paintings that were on my wall that I don't even really like, and they're not really even lore related. And the frame is ugly. I need to paint it black. This is like a random drawing I had on my wall. This would be like maybe a character in the world, you know, like a guy in the city that Roach meets, some weird guy. He's cute, whatever. It's literally just a Sharpie drawing. I guess I'll bring it. And this is a girl. I hate these are Dollar Tree frames, like girl with wings. She's inspired by like, there's gonna be these bird people in my world, so she would probably be one of them. She's cool, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really trying when I made them. I don't really like them. This is the Heart Boy, but like yassified, I guess. I have a heart character in my stop motion world, and he's like, this is a really old concept. This is a really old concept. Y'all didn't see that. This is a really old concept I have of him. But yeah, I just need to get all these priced and ready for my art booth. I keep saying art show. It is my art show, actually. I'm putting on an art show. Even now. You take the longer way home. Alright, so in this part I start making just a stop motion painting. I found this really big frame and I was like, I need to put something in it. So I just quickly grabbed a bunch of stop motion pieces that I had. I filmed it for my video that I'm making right now, and I just had all these pieces left over, so I glued them all together. Like, I knew I had the little Heart Boy character. I had Grim with like his hands sticking out, and I had a bunch of chain. I just started gluing all the pieces together basically. I just used some like cheap craft glue. It was pretty messy. There's a lot of stuff going on the paper. I also had this spiral, the red spiral that I always put in his mouth. I really like these chains that I did. The chains are a really big part of the video that I'm working on right now. There's like this chain that I'm following the whole time throughout the video. I have like stop motion chains that I use these for, but then I also have like a real chain that I was like using for my video, and that really came out sick. But I really like how they look in this. And then I realized I wanted a better background, so I made this giant red spiral. I just threw on a bunch of paint. I was in flow state when I was doing this, mind you. Like, I did it the night before my art booth market thing, like the night before. I think I did it in like 2 hours. I just quickly made this giant spiral. I really made a mess. Like, I don't know, I wasn't even thinking. I just got it all over my table. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know, I was in flow state. I was just going, and then I made that spiral, just added a bunch of black on the edges, and then I cut out like these construction paper, green and red. I wanted like some kind of like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like, you know, like cartoon effect, like, or like comic book, like, you know, like in a comic book where it'll be like bang and it'll have like the spikies around it. I don't know if that made sense. I love that, and I just like thought it would be such a nice pop of color if I added some green and like red behind Grim. I don't know. I was just kind of going at it, not really thinking, not really planning anything, just kind of cutting shit out, and it ended up working. I don't know, and it actually turned out really good. Like, I really like doing art like that, where I just don't plan and I just kind of like go at it. But yeah, the art booth went really good actually. Like, I sold a bunch of stuff. It was really fun. I had recorded some videos of me directly after when I got home, and I was like sweaty and gross and like on the floor. And
finished my first art booth. I'm sweaty. I'm really sweaty. My balls are sweaty. It went great. It was fun. My girlfriend helped me set up and take down everything, which was GOAT. She's the GOAT. I didn't get that much footage of it, honestly, now that I think about it. I was just so locked in.
I'm putting on a sweat show, and my balls are so sweaty.
I don't have my microphone right now, so I'm standing really close to the laptop. Hold up. This beat came from Pharrell. First of all, I ain't not a chick no little bit, but I boss you up. I put in on a poop show. Even now. Okay, so look, my hair looks really good right now. When my hair gets sweaty and gross, and then I come into AC, it looks good. It looks good. I look slay. But when I was out there, I'm telling you, it was hot. It was so hot. Constant sweatiness and bangs do not go together. They do not. I swear these were dripping sweat. I look crazy. I look good now, but I swear at the art booth, like, when people were coming up, I was like, that's what I felt like I looked like. I wasn't making that face, but that's like what I felt like I was giving off. I was like this. I was like, I do stop motion animation and I turn them into paintings.
I don't know why I was like feral. I don't know. I think I had like adrenaline rushing through me. I was just like, I'm fucking. I don't know. I just had such a good time. No anxiety. Like, if you know me, I used to be so anxious about anything. And like, I had no anxiety doing this. It was really fun, and I loved being able to see like people experience my art in front of me. Like, it's just crazy. Like, there was like this kid, he was like, "Mama, why the moon look like that? Mama, why the moon look like that?" And she was like, "It's just how she expresses herself, just like you like to color outside the lines." I was like, damn, what? But yeah, I was lit. I sold so much stuff. I sold the dice painting, the guy that I actually didn't even like. I sold that one, probably because it was more of the cheaper options. I sold a bunch of stickers. The moon sticker people liked. This tree painting, I don't even think I scanned or took a picture of. But I sold that. I also had these tiny little watercolor paintings that I just sold for like $10. They were very small, and I did them really quick. I sold that bird girl. I sold a moon print. Yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff. It was really fun talking to people about my art. And you know what I realized? That people don't, like, I would always say the same thing when people would be looking at my art. I'd be like, yeah, I make paper stop motion, and I turn them into paintings with all the pieces and whatever. I'd explain it to them. And, like, some of them look confused. And you know what? I realized I don't think a lot of people... I think there's people in the world that don't know what stop motion means. And that blows my mind because I've known the word stop motion since I was a child. Like, I don't know. Like, I've always heard that word. What do you mean? Like, even my mom the other day was like, go show them your little stock motion. Like, go show them the stock motion you do. I was like, I don't know. I'm confused. Like, I thought this was very common knowledge. And I guess it is for artists or artistic people that like to watch art, I guess. Like all of y'all. But like there's people out there that I guess don't watch stuff. Or I don't even know. I was so confused. I was like Nightmare Before Christmas, you know, like claymation, but paper. So I think I'm going to start saying that. Because some people were confused. Yeah, so it was sick. I had a lot of fun. I really liked it. Also, top 3 things I heard, or top 2 things I heard. You should tattoo. I know. I have. And I didn't like it. Stop telling artists that they should tattoo. Obviously, if you don't know that they've tattooed before, that's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like, tattooing is not the only art thing you can do with your artistic abilities. I forced myself to try to like tattooing because I was told that I should do it so much because I'm good at art, but I did not enjoy it. And people make you believe that's the only thing you can do with art and your artistic skills in the real world, which I understand, but it was a big waste of time for me personally. I was really good at it. I just didn't enjoy it, and I get it. Anytime I show my art to anyone, that's what I get. You should tattoo. Like, I'm showing you a stop motion video, and you're telling me I should tattoo. I just think it's funny. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like, I'm animating. I have these characters. But I don't get offended, really. I used to, but not anymore. What else? Yeah, like, let me tattoo a whole stop motion video on your back, actually. I'll do that. What else? Oh, another comment I always get. I can't even draw a stick figure. It's so funny. That's so funny. I don't know. Also, someone was like, what do you say? He was like, oh yeah, he was like, you got a lot of time on your hands. I was like, what the hell? I was like, boy, I guess. Like, first of all, these all took years to make. Like, so I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't do nothing with my life? That's true. Very true. Don't say it out loud. But he was funny. He was like, I was just on the phone with Roman Atwood last night. I was like, Roman Atwood, no way! If you don't know who that is, it's just like a random prank YouTuber. I was like, whoa! Does he want to make a video with GrimRoach Nation? Yeah, but it was fun. We set up. It didn't go as planned, but I wasn't expecting it to go as planned, the setup. I was expecting to kind of learn what I need to do next time, because I'm going to be able to do this every Friday, hopefully. My grid walls. My dumbass forgot the screws. So we couldn't screw in the legs. So we just set them on the side of the table and like hung stuff from them with like these little Velcro straps. It worked out pretty good. Next time I definitely want to get some shelves for the tables so the paintings can be standing upright and so people don't have to bend over. And then definitely no paintings on the ground. Someone had a really cute dog off of their leash and I heard its nails scratch on one of my paintings. My heart dropped. The painting was fine. Anyways, a cat would never do that. A cat would have never done that. Alright, that's about it for this week. Thank you for watching this video. I post every Sunday an art process video of my week. Next week, I think I'm gonna try to finish the stop motion I've been working on. Finish the song. I'll show y'all that process. Get it posted by next Sunday, hopefully. Because then after that, I'm going out of town to Colorado. So, hoping I get that done by then. Also, next week, I'll show y'all... What else can we do next week? I don't know. Mostly just like the editing and the song for my stop motion. and maybe some commissions that I'm doing. I'm not sure, but we'll do some art and fart and poop and but thank you for watching this video. Follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, see all my stop motion stuff. Instagram I'm the most active on my story and stuff, so Grim.roach. Like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe if you're not for more stop motion. Link down below. You can also watch a bunch of my stop motion in my little playlist on my YouTube channel. If you go to like playlist, there's like a bunch of random stop motion I've put up in there, you know, my music too. What else? Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment too for the algorithm, and I'll see you in the next one. Always follow your dream.